Hi everyone, and well done for making it through to day 4 of our daily devotions for this week. With me, Chris, I'm the Senior Minister at Andover Baptist Church, and we've been looking under this theme of danger ahead and what it truly means to follow Jesus and to surrender to his will for our lives. We've been talking about whether God is more interested in our safety or our impact. By the way, it's impact. Whether God is more interested in our apathy or our urgency, and whether God is interested in us simply existing or choosing to truly live and find fullness of life in Jesus. Do you ever feel like giving up when things get tough at work or at school or at college, with exercise, dieting, relationships, with an ongoing health issue, or in the midst of grief or pain? Louis Zamperini was an American Olympian in 1936 and in the US Army during the Second World War. In 1943, the plane he was flying on a search and rescue mission crashed in the Pacific Ocean. After 47 days drifting at sea, including being attacked by sharks and strafed by Japanese planes, he and his surviving crewmate were picked up by a Japanese ship. For the next 2 years, Louis was then a prisoner of war in Japan and suffered beatings and other tortures. At the end of the war, he was liberated and flew home. But once arriving home, his struggles continued, particularly with alcoholism and PTSD. But then he became a Christian, and it turned his life around. His story, told in the book Unbroken and in the movie of the same title, is a remarkable one, and one of amazing endurance and perseverance. And it begs the question, how does anyone persevere under that kind of pressure? How do you not simply give up? You know, we may never have the experiences or to experience the things that Louis and others like him experienced. But we are called to persevere in the face of pressure and the temptation to simply give up. There are so many great Bible verses and passages encouraging us to persevere. It's clear that God knows that we need the encouragement to keep going and not give up. One of my favourite ones of those passages comes from the letter written to the Hebrews in the New Testament part of the Bible, chapter 12, verses 1 to 3. It says this: "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart." The writer of the letter tells us how to ensure we persevere when things are hard. Keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. And we're reminded too of Jesus' greatest act of perseverance when he went to the cross on our behalf. When we consider and remember the life of Jesus and his great sacrifice on the cross, it lifts us and inspires us to persevere. So where are you needing to persevere today? Where in your life are things tough and hard? Here's a dangerous prayer to pray today. Lord God, help me to have my eyes so fixed on Jesus that I can persevere and endure. Today's song is called You Make Me Brave by Bethel Music, and I hope you'll listen to it. There's a link in the description below as God continues to help you fix your eyes on Jesus and to find the strength to persevere. Thanks for joining me today. Look forward to seeing you for our last day of this week's devotions tomorrow.